Hi there guys, welcome back to the next video in my Kanto Solo Run series, where I aim to solo the game with a Pokemon chosen by our randomizer wheel. Let's recap the rules and get straight back into it. First off, the wheel decides which is 3 Pokemon, choose one of the 3 and we do the run with that Pokemon. Secondly, I can only use that Pokemon in battle, but I can catch utility Pokemon for HMs. Third, I can't heal in battle using items, but healing outside of battle is allowed, and moves like Recover and Rest also allowed. Fourth, I can use the Badge Boost glitch because it's kind of unavoidable in Gen 1. Finally, I can use TMs and HMs. Now let's recap, let's get on with the video. Now the rules are out the way, let's get on with this spin of the wheel. So first up we have Nidorino. Considering I've done most of the female line so far, well I've already done Nidoran female, we might do that. Next up Spearow. Oh, I really want to do a Spearow run. Ooh, this is difficult. What's the next one going to be? Hitmonchan. Oh, I really want to do a fighting Pokemon, but you know what? I want to see how Nidorino does over Nidoran female, so we'll go with that. Right now we've got Nidorino chosen on the wheel. Let's get started with the run. So let's get can't get my words out today. It's about -4 degrees where I am in the UK today, so if I'm stumbling my words or you can hear my teeth chattering, I'm very sorry. But let's get on with this. So we're going with Ben for the rival for today. I haven't for the new subscribers I have been getting, I can't see your names because your privacy settings are set so I can't see it. So if you can change them for me, I'll be able to put you as the rival name for the next videos coming up. But let's talk about Nidorino because we know we're going to win this first battle here. Nidorino starts off with 3 moves: Leer, Tackle and Horn Attack. Horn Attack is a great move to start off with. It's base 65 attack, 100% accuracy, much better than Tackle. As you can see there, we beat the rival pretty much straight away, not much trouble whatsoever. In terms of base stats, Nidorino follows quite a cool evolution line. It's the first Poison Ground evolution line in Gen 1. I think they're the only Poison Ground type in Gen 1, they're full evolutions. But Nidorino on its own is only a Poison type. Its base stats sit at 365, which is quite decent for a middle evolution. Its best base stat though is its attack at 72. So, considering there's a lot of Ghost Pokemon key points in the game, we can't really rely on just using our physical attacks, but we will need to kind of split between attack and special. So, you can already assume where I'm going with this. I'm already going to go and get Body Slam later on. And then we are going to have to split out the special moves that we do get. Our special is our lowest stat at 55, but our TM move pool is fantastic. We can learn everything from Bubble Beam to Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. It means that we've got good coverage against the majority of trainers in this game. Annoyingly though, we don't get that at Brock. We only get that towards Vermilion and after that. So what can we do? Well, we don't actually learn any moves until, well, level 14 where we get Poison Sting. Not exactly the best move for Brock. It's only 15 base power and Rock type resists poison. So what can we do? Pretty much, we're just going to have to rely on Horn Attack to get us through the Geodude, which is going to take us quite a while, but with Horn Attack's attack as good as it is, it means that we're not going to have to be as high a level to be able to get through it. But at level 13, it doesn't really seem to be enough. We do get a clutch critical hit there, but with the amount that Geodude raised its defense, we're going to end up losing out. So we need to level up a bit just to be able to get past Brock. I mean, I did go at level 14 just to see how we would do. We do pick up Poison Sting, so I thought, let's see if we can get a Poison 2. And then I remembered that Brock had full heals. So we had to switch to Horn Attack, and Geodude already had a few defense curls up at the time. But we've been quite lucky with the RNG in this attempt so far. He hasn't actually used Tackle until now. So we managed to take off around about half health, and he has barely used Tackle. So I'm feeling quite confident about this run at level 14. We are getting very lucky. We are getting some critical hits, which are really helping out. If we can get 1 or 2 more, we should have more than enough Horn Attacks to be able to take down the Onix. The reason why I'm not using Leer against the Geodude is because it keeps spamming this defense curl. So you're pretty much just wasting a turn by the time it you've lowered its defense, it'll start increasing its defense again. So you might as well just go all out against the Geodude. And we're about half health here going into the Onix, which is pretty damn good. I was not expecting us to do this at level 14. So starting off, I tried to poison the Onix, and then I remember he has 6 full heals for both Pokemon, not just 6 overall. So once we actually get him into using Bide, we can start using Leer and lowering his defense, and that's when Horn Attack becomes a lot more deadly. Annoyingly though, we did actually get the critical hit, which meant we weren't going to do anywhere near as much damage. But when he starts using Bide again, we can keep going for Leer. And by the time we've got his defense as low as possible, this should be an easy battle. So he goes for Bide there. We use Horn Attack, and to be honest, with how much damage we're dealing, we're just going to go for it. We win eventually because of Leer Horn Attack. And we're level 15 going away from Brock, so we've done that really quickly. I was not expecting us to do that at such a low level. Considering Nidorino female had to be nearing level 20 to be able to get past him, that's a massive improvement. Moving on to Cerulean though. Honestly, I don't think the rival loss on Misty is going to be that much of a problem. There's no moves right now that actually are super effective against us. There's ground type moves and then there's Psychic, which is super effective. But the Aberon, the rival, doesn't have any other moves apart from Teleport, so the biggest threat is going to be that Pidgeotto. We did get a poison on it, so that meant it went down a bit quicker. Horn Attack takes out Aberon 1. Rattata, it uses Quick Attack to outspeed and we miss. And that's why the Pidgeotto is the scariest Pokemon on this team at this point. Because it can use Sand Attack. We're down to 3 HP now, and honestly I don't think I'm going to beat this Charmander. Unless we critical hit. And it goes for Leer, so we can actually beat it. First time victory. So that was luckier than I should have got there, in all honesty. But we move on. We've got the win. So moving on to Misty. I don't really want to spend too many turns lowering her defense. So honestly, at level 20, we're just going to have to go for the Horn Attacks. We do get a critical hit there and get hit by Tackle. Our defense is getting quite high now, we're at level 21. So, the scariest thing is if she uses Bubble Beam, because our special isn't great, and you can see there, takes us out in 1 critical hit. But I think I just got unlucky there, so let's try that again. Staryu comes out, level 24 this time. I've completed all the other trainers on another bridge just to give us a little bit more, few more levels. We get the Starmie poisoned, and we can just start taking it down with Horn Attack. Thankfully, she only uses Tackle there. A Tackle again. We've got very good luck this time, and we get a critical hit. So, probably a bit more overload than I wanted to be going against her, but we still get the win against Misty second time. Moving on though, we have the rival on SSN. So at this point in the game, I have picked up Body Slam. You can get that in the SSN on the first corridor that you walk in. And that's a much better move than Tackle or Horn Attack. So that's going to be our main physical attack moving forward. It's 80 base power, 100% accuracy, and the 10% chance to paralyze. So it's a fantastic move, if I've not said that on any of my videos where I've been able to use Body Slam before. We have picked up Bubble Beam from Misty, so we can take out the Charmeleon quite easy. But as soon as I get Ice Beam, that move's probably going to go. And first time victory against the rival. So we're looking pretty good right now. But how are we going to do against Surge? Again, there's no moves here that are super effective against us. And the electric type Pokemon aren't physically very bulky. Pikachu's going to go down 1 Body Slam. That seems to be quite a trope on most of our videos that we use it. Raichu though is a bit bulkier and it has Thunderbolt. So it takes us down to half health. But thankfully we get the paralysis, so we outspeed it and we can take it down with 2 Body Slams. So we're looking good. We haven't lost for a while now. And we've picked up Thunderbolt, which is going to be one of our main special attacking moves moving forward. Because of the moves that I had, especially with Bubble Beam and Thunderbolt, Rock Tunnel was not a problem whatsoever, so there was no real point chatting about it. So we'll move on to Giovanni and Celadon. Both his rock Pokemon are going to go down to 1 Bubble Beam, but the Kangaskhan's not weak to any of our moves, so it's going to take at least 3 Body Slams to take it out. And annoyingly, it started using Rage. Thankfully, it was not that long of a battle, so the attack didn't go up that much. So Giovanni ended up being quite easy. Erica, on the other hand, we can pick up Ice Beam. That would mean we have a super effective move against her. But I'm still not sure this is going to be quite an easy fight. We're level 34 at this point. She doesn't have any moves that can do any super effective damage against us. And annoyingly, the first two Pokemon know how to use Wrap, which, if they hit, can whittle away your health quite quickly. As you can see here, the Victory Bell on its own takes down around about 40 HP from us. Tangler comes out, it only knows 2 attacking moves, but thankfully it goes for Bind. Strangely, that's doing a lot more damage than I thought it would. And now the Vileplume comes out. Only really uses grass moves against us. Mega Drain is probably the better one for it to use, and we can take it down in 2 hits. So, in the end, Erica didn't actually end up being too bad of a battle. And that just leaves us all to Lavender Tower before we can open up the game. We need to go and beat the rival here. And considering we're over level 35 now, this should be an easy battle. Ice Beam or Thunderbolt can take down the Pidgeotto quite easily. Execute, it's going to go down to an Ice Beam. And you'll actually notice here, I messed up when I taught Nidorino Ice Beam. I got rid of Body Slam. You heard that right, I accidentally misclicked on Body Slam, not realising, and saved the game. So we have to go for the rest of this run without using Body Slam as a physical attacking Pokemon. So even though we can win this battle, this makes the rest of the run a lot harder. It was only in this battle that I realised. Next up though, instead of going over to Koga, which, considering we don't have physical attacking moves now, probably would have been the harder choice for this point in the game. So I went over to Silphcore, we went against the rival, we get a clutch crit on the Pidgeot, the Execute comes out, we hit an Ice Beam, he sets up Reflect, which isn't a problem, we're not using physical attacking moves now, Gyarados comes out, and he uses Dragon Rage. You have noticed as well, I've put Takedown onto the move pool. Because we don't have Body Slam, Double Edge we're going to have to get later maybe. Takedown was the next best thing I could put on there. We are going to get recoil damage from it, which is not good. I hate recoil moves, but we can't really do much else to it. When we go over to Koga, I actually learned up Horn Drill naturally at level 41. And I don't keep it for very long in this run, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Horn Drill it's great that you can hit a one-hit KO move, but if you don't outspeed, and Nidorino's not the speediest of Pokemon, it's kind of a wasted move slot. But in this battle against Koga, where most things are quite slow, it was interesting to actually put it on and see what luck we could get. The Weezing comes out here, and I think, let's just go for it, and we hit it. We actually hit it to beat Koga. So, in this circumstance, Horn Drill actually helps us out. And I actually lost against the rival in Silphcore, which is why I went over to Koga. I got a few more levels while over in Fuchsia, so now we've actually got a bit more firepower to be able to go and try and beat the rival. We're going to level 44 after beating the Pidgeot, and Ice Beam's still not taking out the Execute in one hit, which isn't great. Gyarados comes out, Thunderbolt, it only holds on with 1 HP, and next up's Alakazam, which we are very weak against. I try going for Horn Drill and we miss, so we lose that attempt. I think if my luck's better here, I actually can beat the rival with this moveset, but we're going to have to see what happens. So, Pidgeot comes out, and we're going to use Ice Beam. It fails its Sand Attack, which is very clutch. We do not want to get hit with Sand Attack. And thankfully for all future rival fights, he doesn't keep it after this battle. The Execute sets up Reflect. Best thing it could have done then was still on full HP going into Gyarados. It was Thunderbolt range, we got a critical hit, so I have no idea. Alakazam comes out, we've got to hit the Horn Drill here. We do, we hit the Horn Drill. Our luck is looking very good this run. And next out is Charizard, which is now weak to Thunderbolt, so we can use that, take it out in 2 hits. With a bit of luck, the Nidorino run actually becomes very quick. I wouldn't say easy, I'd say a bit quicker. So next up we have Giovanni in Silphcore. Typically he's not hard to beat. There's barely any of my runs so far where I've actually found Giovanni to be a hard battle. His Nidorino goes down to 2 Thunderbolts, Kangaskhan comes out, we're going to continue with Thunderbolt, and it nearly takes it out of a critical hit. Next up is Rhyhorn. We know Ice Beam is going to be super effective, and I misclicked on Thunderbolt because I'm mashing A for some reason. When you're speedrunning, mashing A seems to be something that you typically do as a habit. On the Nidoqueen, it is weak to Ice Beam, so it's going to go down in 3. But that's not very good considering how many levels higher we are against it, and Ice Beam's not one-shotting or even doing half damage, so I'm actually thinking our level might need to be a lot higher to be able to complete the game. Moving on to Blaine. I don't have a move that's super effective against him, so we're going to have to rely on Ice Beams, we're going to have to rely on Thunderbolts and Horn Drill possibly. Thankfully we get a freeze against that Growlithe. Do we get one? No, we don't get a freeze against the Ponyta, and he keeps spamming super potions until we get a critical hit. Thunderbolt can then take it out. And can we get a freeze against the Rapidash? I'll go for Horn Drill. And we get the one-hit KO. Can we get another one-hit KO? No. Come on. He's Fire Blast, that's not good. We miss another one. We've missed them all. Oh, we're going to have to go for Ice Beam. And we get the freeze. Twice in one battle, we get the clutch 10% freeze. That's very, very lucky. It just takes a couple of Thunderbolts to take it down. And that's Blaine done first time. I really wish I hadn't got rid of Body Slam. We'd probably be doing this a lot quicker. And before I even go against Giovanni, I'm going to go over to the Fighting Dojo and just get a little bit more experience. I want to be level 50 going into those battles, especially the next rival battle. And to be fair, at level 50 as well, we also get double kick, so I can get rid of Horn Drill there, and we've actually got a physical attacking move, which does upwards of about 60 base power per turn, because it hits twice, and it's 30 base power. So there's a few Pokemon that actually will be very helpful on, especially the Rock Pokemon, but mainly it's going to be against Sabrina as well. Fighting types are weak against Psychic, but I'm not too sure. I don't think it also resists it. It does. Psychic resists fighting. I should have really known that, but I haven't done any fighting runs yet, so I haven't committed that to memory. Mr. Mime comes out, we're on very low HP here, so I go for Horn Drill and we miss. We miss with 2 Horn Drills and Confusion knocks us out. So it's not looking too good. I've got to change up the strategy a bit here. Maybe get a bit lucky. So, I'm going to go for Double Team. I know I hate using it, but when I was doing the Sabrina attempts, I just couldn't get past it. I just couldn't do it. There was no way I could do it, and I didn't want to go and find Double Edge, so I could lose HP with every hit. So we set up Double Teams, and we hit with Ice Beam. That's going to be the strategy for this battle. We do get confused, so we do hit ourselves in confusion. But Double Kick is going to do very little damage. We do get a critical hit, but I'm second guessing myself using Double Kick now. It might be good for some of the Pokemon, but against Sabrina, it's probably not the best strategy. Ice Beam's going to be a 2-hit KO on the Venomoth. And all that's left is the Alakazam. We have got full Double Team set up here. Do we get Freeze? We don't. And thankfully, all he does is use Reflect. So, in the end, it's going to end up being a Double Team run. Not happy about it, but it was the only way I could get through consistently. I'll be completely honest with you guys. So going against Giovanni, we're level 51 now. Ice Beam is going to just decimate most of his team. The Doug Trio is going to be a problem if it outspeeded us. Thankfully, we have invested in quite a few Carbos throughout the run, because speed stat is so crucial in most of Pokemon in general. If you don't outspeed, you don't have an advantage. We get a clutch freeze on the Nidoking there. We're getting a lot of freezes on this run. I'm very impressed with that. And then Rhino comes out. We outspeed it, so Fissure's not going to work. Horn Drill's not going to work. And we can take him down quite easily. We didn't even need to use Double Team there. So what's left? We've got the rival before the Elite Four, and then we've got the Elite Four themselves. And I'm wondering how we're going to do this. I really don't want to keep using Double Team, but with the rival, I feel like there's no other way I could get past him, especially with the Alakazam there. So once we've set up all the Double Teams, You'll notice here that Pidgeot is only using agility, and that's because it's a psychic type move, and the AI thinks psychic type is super effective against poison, so that's all I'm going to use. And after we've set up, Ice Beam takes him down in 1. Ice Beam's going to want to one-hit KO the Rhyhorn. Execute comes out. Can we one-hit KO it? It is kind of bulky. We can one-hit KO it. Next is Gyarados. Thunderbolt should take us out in 1. We do. Next up's the Alakazam, the bigger challenge in this battle. And we level up, so the badge boost glitch has not played into effect now. It resets every time you level up in a battle, which is not great. I should have been keeping an eye on my experience points there, but because Double Team is set up, we can continue on with not even getting hit. Thunderbolt hits the Charizard, it's going to be a 2-hit KO. And strangely, he outspeeded me there, but I think that was because the badge boost glitch reset itself, so my speed wasn't increased. But we got through the rival, and all that's left is the Elite Four. So I am going to use all my rare candies before even attempting Lorelei. We do have Thunderbolt on our move roster, but with how bulky some of the Pokemon are, I think those extra levels are definitely going to help. I mean, look at our special air, it's only 94, and we're mostly using special attacks. So we need every bit of point we can get. And I don't think the Dugong or the Cloyster are going to be a problem. The Slowbro probably and the Jinx probably will be a problem, but I'm really not looking forward to using to going against the Lapras. One good thing about keeping Double Kick this long, it's super effective against ice Pokemon. Fighting is super effective against ice. So we can use that instead of wasting our Thunderbolt PP. Thunderbolt does take out the Slowbro in 1, and we paralyze it as well. Then it raises its special, so it's going to be a 3-hit KO, 4-hit now that it's used Super Potion. But we've got through to the Jinx without losing any HP. Because it's an ice type, Double Kick does do super effective damage, so it's going to be a 2-hit KO. And it does get a Thrash out, but that's not a problem. It's not a problem. We've got 140 HP left for Lapras. Let's go with the Thunderbolts, and it's doing... Ooh, Blizzard comes out. I've really got to hope it doesn't hit with another. No, we hang on with 2 HP. I didn't even use Double Team there. Get in. Come on, Nidorino. So, next is Bruno. And if we kept Body Slam, this would have been a lot easier. I mean, we do have moves to go against all of his Pokemon, but the moves that are going to be the more effective ones are our special moves, and we don't even one-hit the Hitmonchan. It's a 2-hit on Ice Beam. Thunderbolts, it's going to be a 2-hit KO on Hitmonlee, and we get hit by Mega Kick. So it's been a while since Bruno's actually given me a challenge, and this seems to be it so far. We're down to half HP, and we've got the Machamp. If it uses Submission on us, we've probably lost. Thankfully, it uses Focus Energy, and then we freeze it. I think that's the 5th freeze we've seen on this run so far, which doesn't happen very often. Really is very lucky today with the freezes. Next up's Agatha, and this was the Elite Four member I was the most worried about. Lance we've got Ice Beam for, but we've got no super effective moves against her, so we are going to have to use Double Team strats here. I've not used them for 2 of the Elite Four members, which I'm happy about, but for the 3rd one, we are just going to need it to get past Agatha. Once we've set up all the double teams, Ice Beam should be powerful enough without critical hits to take out all the Pokemon. We do get Clutch Freeze on the Gengar as well, and it's a 3-hit KO. Callback comes out, it's going to be a 1-hit with Ice Beam. Haunter comes out. Thunderbolt should do quite a lot of damage to it, but we get a critical hit again. So we're level 62 and the badge boost glitch is now... it's reset itself. So these are going to take more hits to get past, and acid hits there. Okay, we're down to the last Pokemon with the Gengar. They hit me with 3 Nightshades, game over. Thunderbolt's not doing very much damage whatsoever, but thankfully because of Double Team, we can get through it without losing any HP. And Agatha's AI, it uses its moves randomly, so it doesn't actually have any strategy behind the moves it uses. It does just use them randomly, so that's why you'll randomly see her using Dream Eater even though you're not asleep. Next up is Lance. We've got one more to go before the champion. Ice Beam and Thunderbolt should be enough to take take out all of his Pokemon. Thunderbolt is not a one-hit KO, but it could have just been a low roll. What is it? No, I think that is maximum damage, and it gets a Dragon Dance off on us, which isn't great. Dragonair comes out, and considering we didn't one-shot the Gyarados, I wasn't expecting us to one-shot the Dragonair there. But we've got through it in 2 Ice Beams. Got the second Dragonair out now. We know it's not going to one-hit KO. Thankfully, it goes for Agility. They both go for Agility twice, so we've got through to the Aerodactyl now without losing any more HP than Hyper Beam. That's not good. Thankfully, it's a 2-turn move, so we've only got 42 HP going into Dragonite. This does not look good. Oh, can we do it? It uses Agility, come on. Yes, it used Agility twice. Thank you, Gen 1 AI, for only using a super effective type move. Oh. So we've managed to one-shot all of the Elite Four. We've only resorted to double team once, and that was against Agatha. So that just leaves us with the champion. And more than likely, going with double team strats is going to be what we need to do. So let's go. Let's see how we do against the Elite Four champion. First up, it's going to be the Pidgeot, and they'll be going into the Alakazam. So if we are going to set up double team, we need to do it against Pidgeot. So we're going to go for Ice Beam, see if we can get a freeze, and it goes for Sky Attack. So I need to take it out before it does massive damage to us. So next out comes Alakazam. It is Suit. Oh, it uses Reflect. That's lucky. That's very lucky. So double team. We've got 2 out now, and Badge Boost Glitch means now we outspeed it, and still hits with a Psychic. But because it's been raising our special as well, we can tank it and finally get all of our double teams out. So it shouldn't be hitting us anymore after this one. So we're going to go for Double Kick, just see how much damage, and that does terrible amount of damage. So we're going to have to go with our special moves. Thunderbolt does a decent amount, and it's a 3-hit KO to take it down. Rhydon comes out next, and we're going to have to use Ice Beam. Hopefully I've calculated my EXP so I don't level up. Executor is going to go down with 2 Ice Beams, and we evade the Hypnosis, and then we level up. I did not calculate it right, so we're going to have to just go for this now. I can't waste any more time setting up double teams because it won't work. We're already at full evasion. Charizard's out now. It misses with a Fire Spin. It's going to be a 3-hit kill with Thunderbolt. Come on. Come on. I used full restore. Come on. Okay, we've done half HP and it hits with Fire Spin. This is not looking good. Oh, please don't. It missed. It missed. Come on. Yes, we win. With 9 HP, we beat the champion. Not gonna lie, Nidorino run ended up having to rely on luck and double team. I'm not happy about double team, but we've done it. We've won. But the big question is now, as it is with every video at this point of it, what was our final time? We know we're level 64, but what was the end time? Let's take a look. So Nidorino, level 64 Poison type. It finished the game 4 hours and 8 minutes. That's rivaling Alakazam. Oh, that is quick. Considering how quick we did the Alakazam run, how quick we've been doing runs recently, that's really, really good. Like, I'd say right now that's probably like a B or a C tier Pokemon. Ooh. Interesting. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. I really hope you're enjoying the content that I put out there. If you are subscribing to the channel, please make sure your privacy settings are set so I can see who subscribes. That way you can be the rival in the next video. And as always, guys, please like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And we'll see you in the next video. It's going to be a good one. Take care.